To many, the entire Midwest has been forgotten, as if it's just a blank space on a map filled with corn and cows. Nevertheless, the rest of the world could learn a few things from America's breadbasket. Iowa is home to something much overlooked, some of the kindest people in the country. My mom was born in Iowa to a rural farming family located essentially in the middle of nowhere, near the outskirts of a town called Odebolt. While my mom moved away from the farm life to go to college, my grandparents are still there and haven't changed a bit. Every summer, my family and I travel to my grandparents' log cabin and stay 2 weeks living and learning on the farm. I come from a long line of farmers, and I feel as if it's a part of me. My grandpa, a lifelong farmer, and the entire community seem to agree. During our first visit many years ago, I had a curious encounter. Late in the afternoon on our first day, my grandpa invited me to a casual ride on one of his many antique tractors. As we leisurely inched across western Iowa's rolling green hills, the loud thrumming of the old diesel motor seemed to shake the world around me. As we went on, we passed many field hands and farmers tending to their grand fields of corn and soybeans. Farming is a grueling profession that takes up every hour of daylight, yet every person we saw immediately stopped working to come over and greet me. When I asked my grandpa about it, he only had a few simple words. Why wouldn't they welcome you? You belong here. Unlike any other place I've traveled to, I was instantly accepted to the community. I wasn't seen as an outsider or even a Floridian. I was seen as a loved member of the community who just found his way back home. To this day, I still vividly remember the day my grandpa first taught me how to drive a tractor. In agriculture, tractors are the key to a job well done, and every task requires them. It was a hot summer day when my grandpa sat me down, and the sun had just begun to set. However, even in the summer heat, the huge garage was still cool. As the sun was beginning to set around the acreage, the dying light made the corn look 1,000 shades of golden green. When my grandpa began to thoroughly explain the extraordinary amount of levers and switches, I could tell his immense passion for his profession. With each mechanism he explained, it seemed as if he poured out a little of his soul. Watching someone you love do something they love is an unforgettable experience. Through his tractors, my grandpa and I were able to connect in a way I never would have imagined, and are closer than ever. Even though it took me years to truly realize, watching my grandpa and the whole community pass the torch on to me was an eye-opening experience, but also a poignant one. As I learned more and more about the land and its history from my grandparents to the community, I also slowly opened my eyes to something arguably even more meaningful. With each visit to the farm, I grew older, and so did my grandpa. With every walk, ride, or meal with him, there's always a lesson to learn. When someone gets as old as he is, they have to start worrying about the future of their posterity and culture. Whether I've earned it or not, to my grandpa, the future is me, and that is beautiful. Thank you.